The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee. The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And welcome back to Pureborn Park on field number 2 for 7 and 8-year-old boys coach pitch. My information given to me earlier was wrong age group, but right game. It's coach pitch baseball, and we've got an exciting second game from field 2. Crockett County and the Madison Nationals, two really good teams, will be playing for the right to advance to tomorrow night, 6 p.m. game here on field 2. And, of course, the loser will move into the loser's bracket. Let's see if we can give you some quick starting lineups for these two teams. Let's go with the Crockett County team leading off, wearing number 18, Riggs Cale. He'll be in the pitching position, even though this is coach pitch. Number 2 hitter will be 31, Jackson Halliburton. He'll be playing shortstop. Hitting in the third spot, wearing number 9, Grayson Wathen, the first baseman. And hitting cleanup, number 23, Jackson Earls. Jackson will be at third base. In the fifth spot, number 14, Jathan Woolley. In the sixth spot, wearing number 90, Jake Simmons, the second baseman. And number 7, or in the number 7 hitting spot, wearing number 5, Reed Ross, the left fielder. In the 8th hitting spot, Elijah Bodkins. He wears number 12. In the 9th hitting spot will be Clay Irvin. He wears number 6 in the 10th spot. And remember, we hit 10 hitters, and we will have an 11th hitter in there also. You can do that. 00, Elijah Seal. And in the 11th spot and in right field is Jairo Ubiarco. And I got it right, and we appreciate the help we got. Also on the team is number 8, and he'll be playing too, Landon Webb. Let's move over and get you the Madison Nationals lineup. Let's see if I can get the blown-up version so I can see it a little better. There we go. And for them, of course, they'll be starting at pitcher and batting number 1, number 3, Smith Haynes. In the second spot, number 14, Andrew Morris, the third baseman. Playing short, hitting third, wearing number 10, Jack Mathis. In the cleanup spot, playing second base, wearing number 9, Parker McCallum. In the fifth spot, number 20, Easton Anglin, the left fielder. In the sixth spot, Hudson Pickle plays first base, wears number 5. In the 7th hitting spot, number 33, the left fielder. Actually, you play with a 4 outfielders, so he'll be one of the 4. Is Cohen Bird. Number 8 hitting spot is number 28, and that is Parker Chambers, who will be in right field. In the 9th spot, 27, Augie Price, and in the 10th hitting spot is Hudson Powell. Also, you have a couple other young men on the team wearing number 17, Owen Ford, number 16, Fight Bell, and let's check the roster. There's supposed to be one more, and that would be number 25 on the Madison Nationals team, which is Jamison Lytle. All players will play in the contest. First game was a 16-1 final, kind of a blowout. They had a great one going on down on that other field, and it's still going. It's 21-16 down there, so they do not have a winner between Milan and Medina. Those two teams they probably don't like each other. Sportsmen on the field, off the field, they don't pull, I don't think. I do the South Gibson game. We'll remind you that this is a Worthy Road Studios broadcast on the BallGame Blitz, and it's the BallGame Blitz Facebook page. This game will be archived to the Worthy Road Studios YouTube page. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this contest without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited and illegal. This is a copyright broadcast. Other teams that we do, we've done Union University's all home sports. We do South Gibson, TCA, USJ. This broadcast team has done boxing. They have done rockabilly games before. They are a model for the Gulf South Conference. And, of course, my director is Christopher Reasons tonight, one of the best. He and I did a lot of South Gibson, but we did some other things. Billy Boland, who has directed me when I've done some softball that wasn't South Gibson, is going to be on camera, which means he and Paul Schulte, our executive director, give you the best pictures that you can get on this. And, Chris, I think that before we start this second game, let's take a short timeout, and we'll come back and be ready to play 7- and 8-year-old. Got it right this time, Coach Pitch baseball. Let's take that timeout.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient. The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And with just a little bit of an early start, first game was over. Run ruled after 3. It was 16-1. That's a 15-run rule. And again, I'll remind you, you can see this game live on the BallGame Blitz. This is the Coach Pitch District Tournament from Pewborn Park, and it's 7- and 8-year-olds. And, of course, like I said, Christopher Reasons doing the producing, and we are ready. And it looks like the Madison national team is hitting first. Of course, their head coach is the pitcher, and that one will be fouled off. This is Smith Haynes. He's playing the pitching fielding position tonight. Right-handed hitter. Infield in a little bit at third. He pops one up out towards left field. The only question is it fair, foul, or caught? And I tell you what, a great catch on a well-hit ball by the left fielder. What a job he did. So there's one out in the inning. And that was Ross out there. Reed Ross with the fine catch. Up at bat now is Andrew Morris with one out. Morris will be playing third base. He'll be followed by Mathis, the shortstop. And if needed, McCallum, the second baseman. This one hit up in the air. 2 pop-ups, 2 outs. So that will bring up Jack Mathis, the shortstop. He, too, is a right-handed hitter. Swings on that pitch and misses. Nice rip at the ball. Riley Chambers, the head coach. There's one drilled out towards the extra outfielder, and Mathis is on with a hit. He's going to get at least 2, possibly 3 out of this. He's steaming, and I think they're going to send him all the way home. So scoring the first run of this game is Jack Mathis. And we're going to we score liberally in Coach Pitch, and we're going to give him a home run here. So 1 hit and 1 run, and that will bring up Parker McCallum, the second baseman. I would say he's a little kin to one of the coaches, Casey McCallum. The second baseman fields it, goes 4-3 to first. That's how you score it. And that's the third out of the inning. But the Nationals of Madison County picked up 1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left on base. And the score at the end of a half inning of play, the Nationals won and Crockett County coming to bat.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Quick top half the first, even though there was the big hit with Jack Mathis scoring the run. He took it all the way around. Looks like Riggs Cale, who is the position player at pitcher for his team. Now for the Crockett County team, it looks like Cody Halliburton is going to be the pitcher for his hitters. Riggs wears number 18. Jackson Halliburton, the shortstop, will be next. A little bit of talk, and we'll see what is happening out there in just a moment. The home plate umpire is up there at the pitcher's mound. A lot of discussion. And Pete Norville, the other umpire. Of course, Levi Holland, he works a lot with his father, who is one of the great umpires of these Cal Ripken games at many fields. Levi did a great job. Tell you what, the young man can be on my math team with his memory. And Pete and I have both been around. He's a little older. He was in, I think he and Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble were graduating when I was a freshman in high school. Let's see how they solve it. There may be a protest coming here. We don't want to speak out of turn, but that can happen. There is a protest committee. Nothing like fun at the old ballpark, the concession stand over there. And so we're going to have a round. The only thing I can guarantee you is no one is quoting Shakespeare out there. Past that, I couldn't tell you what they're talking about. Could be, like I said, a uniform situation. And there are certain rules in Cal Ripken play. And like I said, it has been a long time. Coach Pitch, so much fun. These young people playing out here, they want to play hard for their coaches. Their coaches want to coach hard. And their coaches know that they've got a lot of responsibility teaching the fundamentals of the game to these young players. Winning is great. And, you know, a team that won't be beat can't be beat. So if you don't play to win, why light up the scoreboard? And they do play to win, but they teach sportsmanship and fundamentals. And I see on the phone Levi Holland, who is the home plate umpire tonight. It's 1-0. Madison National leading. And I may wind up putting an S on there every once in a while. I'm bad about that. But it is Madison National. Halliburton on deck. Your hitter is Riggs Cale. Gets a little last-minute instruction from Coach Cody Halliburton. Cody, a lefty. Here's one hit on the ground to the shortstop. Up towards first, but it's going to be beaten out for a hit, so a runner at first. Nice effort by the shortstop for the Nationals. That was Mathis. That brings up Jackson Halliburton. Halliburton is playing short tonight. 1-0 the score. Umpires checking the max protection. I like these umpires. They've done a good job of making sure. And the helmet and face mask not, and it looks like the strap has come loose. Maybe even the holder for the strap is loose. Bell catching. This one popped up in foul territory. One of the coaches helping. Wathen is next. Grayson Wathen on deck. Two pitches, two swings is what the ump says is left. Going to have a little more equipment out, and like I said, good safety features, umpires working hard. Runner on first, no outs in the inning. The hitter, Jackson Halliburton. Halliburton plays short, hits right-handed, slightly closed stance. Pops this one up. Looks like it's going to get in the foul territory. Falls to the ground. Pretty balanced outfield. Two to the right of second base in the outfield. Two to the left of it. Third baseman is back about 3 steps behind the bag and off the line about 5 steps. Shortstop at normal depth. Second baseman in just a little bit. First baseman about 6-7 feet off the bag and about a step off that straight line. Here's the pitch. Drill for a base hit. Runner headed for third. And so there'll be runners at second and third. No outs. Crockett County threatening. And Grayson Wathen, the first baseman, coming to the plate. Jackson Earls will be the on-deck batter. Another right-handed hitter going against the lefty, who is his coach. 1-0, no outs though, and Crockett County threatening. 2 pitches in there. He's got 3 swings or 3 pitches left. This is Wathen, the third hitter. This one down the line. Foul, stopped by the third base coach. Some nifty footwork down there. That's what I tell my caddy to do on the golf course if my golf ball rolls past the hole. Last pitch, I believe. You either got to swing or take it, and if you take it, you're out. No outs so far in the inning. Wathen at the plate with runners on second and third. He takes the cut, and it is the first out of the inning. Jackson Earls, the third baseman, comes up there with Woolley on deck. Jathan Woolley. You notice the umpire changes. And that's also so he can get a better look at it. Fouled off. You heard it hit the screen here. Left-handed hitter. Earls has got his second strike on him. So Jackson Earls has 2 swinging strikes on him. Foul that one off, so he's hanging tough. Foul that one off, so I believe if my count's right, 4 pitches. This one is the payoff pitch. Something has to happen here. Slightly closed stance. Front foot just a little closer to home plate than the back foot. He moves up on the plate. And a swinging strike 3. So 2 outs in the inning with runners at second and third. And the left center fielder, or one of the outfielders, number 14, Jathan Woolley, advances to the plate. He's right-handed hitter. Swings at that one and misses. Nice cut, though. Jake Simmons on deck. Jake, the second baseman. Fouled off, and good old headgear and mask right there for the catcher. And as you notice, the catchers in 7 and 8 coach pitch are not up close, and that's wise. They're learning about the game. That one a foul ball. So Woolley hanging tough there. He's got a chance to get 2 runs batted in here. He also is in the hole with 2 strikes on him. Foul tip that one. And the last pitch, you either swing and hit it, swing and miss it, you take it, you're still out. It'd be a shame for Crockett County, they feel, to leave those runners on. Of course, Madison National would love for them to leave the 2 runners on. Here comes the last pitch to Woolley. Hit out into the outfield. This one's going to get down. 1 run has come to the plate. Second run is streaking to the plate. The throw goes into second, and Crockett County has taken a 2-1 lead on a base hit by Jason Woolley. Woolley at first. That brings up Jake Simmons, the second baseman. And a swinging strike. Simmons hits one. Looks like it's going to get down, and there'll be runners at first and third. This one gets into the gap. They may send the runner home, and they are. And steaming in with a double, an RBI double, is Simmons. And it's now 3-1. 2 outs in the inning, and these runs have been scored after 2 outs, so don't ever give up on something. Reed Ross is at the plate now. Wears number 5. Plays left field. Fouls this one off into the screen. Bodkin's on deck. Elijah Bodkin's the on-deck hitter. 2 strikes. Fouled off, hanging tough. That's actually Reed Ross up there. Who's an outfielder. Simmons had the double. They got the run home. It's 3-0. Both teams scoring in the first. This is the bottom of the first. Drilled. Base hit to left field. Will they send? They are. They're waving the runner around. And this is going to be a 4-1 game. The throw gets over the head of the second baseman. It'll be a double and an error. A run has come home, and it's a 4-1 contest at this point. Reed Ross all the way to third. Elijah Bodkins, one of the 4 outfielders, coming up there, wears number 12, hitting in the 8th spot. Umpire does a little grounds-keeping work on home plate. Third base coach with a lot of encouragement down there. 1 strike to count, and The Madison national team has had Crockett County to the 2-strike place with 2 outs, and clutch hitting by some of the hitters for Crockett National or Crockett County. Here's one drill to the second baseman. He knocks it down, makes a play to first, and they got him. Score that 4-3 for the 3rd out in your book. Bodkins grounds out, but 4 big runs were put on the board and at the end of 1. Crockett County leads Madison National 4-1. Let's take a timeout on the Ball Game Blitz and Worthy Road Studio Network.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
We are back going into the top of the 2nd. The visitors tonight are Madison National. The winner of this game will advance on in the winner's bracket to a game tomorrow night. This tournament runs all the way through Sunday. I believe the championship game is Sunday. Could be as many as 3 games on Sunday, may only be 2. 4 games on Saturday, 2 tomorrow night. Of course, we are holding our breath on the weather. Leading off will be Anglin, followed by Pickle and Bird, and we'll double check our lineups, make sure we're right. Easton Anglin, the left fielder, up there first, wears number 20, and we're having more discussion. So very interesting night. Lots of discussion. Of course, the catcher had to get his equipment on, and there's some nice catching equipment for these young men. This one popped up in the air. First baseman comes on and takes it. That was Wathen, the first baseman, making the catch for the 1st out. Brings up Hudson Pickle, who plays first base for the Madison team. This one popped up also. This time we forgot to talk to each other, and that happens in youth baseball, and we got a runner on first, and that being Hudson Pickle. It's going to bring Cohen Bird to the plate. Cohen, one of the outfielders. Parker Chambers on deck. 1 out. Took a good rip at it. Strike 1. Third baseman in right to edge of the grass. Short and second a little closer than have been. 2 strikes the count. Cohen Bird up at the plate. Slightly open stance. And that will be the 2nd out in the inning. Cohen Bird will strike out, and that brings up Parker Chambers. It'll be up to Chambers, who's the right fielder, and he hits one on the ground. The second baseman knocks it down. Runners are safe, and sliding back in with a nice slide was Hudson Pickle. He's safe at second, so runners at first and second, 2 outs. It looks like Augie Price will advance to the plate. Augie, a left-handed hitter. Pitch outside. He wisely takes that one. The only thing he could have done with it was attempt to take it to left field. And this young man wants to make contact. All these young men want to make contact. It's fun to hit that baseball. 2 outs in the inning. Here's one popped up. Third baseman comes on. It hits the ground. The throw to first gets away. 1 run will streak for the plate. A 2nd run will streak towards the plate. Catcher comes out, meets it, and the runner, Augie Price, all the way to third base. So this game has tightened up quite a bit already. 2 big runs have scored in this inning. It's 4-3. Crockett County leads the Madison National team. And this looks like Hudson Powell at the plate. It's not. We'll see a lineup change and find out. And this game is tied. That was actually Fight Bell there at the plate. Back to the top of the order, the pitcher, Smith Haynes, comes up there in a tie ball game. Drills one out in the left field. Shortstop goes back deep and takes it for the 3rd out. But 3 big runs were scored, and at the end of 2, we're all knotted up at 4 between Crockett County and Madison National. Let's take a timeout on the ball game Blitz.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
And we are back. Umpire doing a good job. Recognize there's a left-handed batter up there. And you have your own deck hitter on the side that the hitter hits from. This is Clay Irvin. His mom just happens to coach a little basketball over at Crockett County High School. She played her collegiate ball at Union. When we can, we'll give you a little color. I'm having fun learning more about this. First pitch taken. Boy, this is going to be a barn burner evidently. First, the Madison National took the lead. Then Crockett County came back. Boy, here's one drill down the first baseline. Made the coach hop, skip, and jump down there. Then in the top of the second, Madison National came roaring back to tie this game at 4. And now in the bottom of the second, it looks like 2 more pitches for Clay Irvin. That one outside. I know one thing, Clay's got a pretty good eye. The trouble is you can't walk in this game. You either hit it or strike out or run out of pitches. Something's got to happen here. Swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. Well, maybe he's got one more pitch. Last pitch now. Told you the umpire. Umpire Levi Holland much better at counting than I do. Boy, here's one drill down. And let's see if I believe you get another pitch when you foul it off. So Clay Irvin, he was out in front of that one a little bit. He just wants to hit. He's not worried about his coach being left-handed and him being a left-handed hitter. No outs in the inning. Lights on at Pewborn Park. This one popped up, and it'll go foul. He's in a situation, if he takes it, he's out. He's got to keep trying to hit it. Of course, you can swing and miss, but he has hung tough through 2 pitches. Clay Irvin. This one drilled on the ground. Pitcher over there. Overran it a little bit. Irvin will be safe at first. So a runner at first, no outs. And Elijah Seal comes to the plate, or Cecil. Elijah Cecil, where's 00? And he's swinging away and fouls off that first pitch. Great park for 7 and 8 year old young men and women's coach pitch. Swinging strike 2. Runner at first, but there are no outs in the inning. Pitch drill towards right field, but the first baseman ranges back, gets it. First out in the inning, Irvin still at first. High row, UB Arco coming to the plate. He wears number 1. And some nice encouraging words of good cut to UB Arco. Don't know if you picked them up, but I could hear them. Here's one on the ground. Gets between the shortstop and the third baseman. There'll be runners at first and second. Nice throw into third. So UB Arco on first with a hit. Runners at first and second. Irvin at second. And the top of the order comes back up there. Riggs Cale, who singled and scored in the first, up there, wears 16. Kind of crowds the plate a little bit. Popped up, let's see, catcher comes over. Catcher gets it. Outstanding catch. It really was, and so there's 2 outs in the inning. That's Bell catching. He did a very good job. Fitz Bell. Here's one drill to center field. Let's see if the run, they'll get the throw into the second baseman. They're going to send him. Here is the peg to the plate, but he gets away from the catcher, and it's a 5-4 game as Irvin scores. Aggressive base running. Number 9, Grayson Watham, advances the plate. Has 9 on his helmet. Plays first base. He's 0 for 1 coming into this inning. Ground ball to the second baseman. The 1 run will score. And now they're going to hold the runner at third. And that was a dandy peg to the first baseman. UB Arco scored on that one. It's back to a 6-4 lead with Jackson Earls, who's 0 for 1 at the plate. This one hit on the ground. First baseman will take it unassisted, and that will end the inning, but not before a couple of runs were plated, and Crockett County has taken a 6-4 lead over the Madison National. Let's take a timeout at the end of 2.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
We are back as we are finding out about a sub for Crockett County. It looks like number 8, Landon Webb, is coming in for UBRCO. So we'll get Webb cranked up here in the ball game. He wears number 8, Landon Webb. But at the plate of the Madison national team, looks like Andrew Morris. Morris, a right-handed hitter, 0 for 1. This one hit strongly to left field, over the left fielder's head. This will be extra bases. Turning the Jets on, touches second, coming into third, standing up, and he is going to head to the plate. The throw is going to be offline a little bit, and an inside the park home run for Andrew Morris. I know he and his teammates will be excited about that. And this makes it a white knuckler again, 6-5. Jack Mathis at the plate with Parker McCallum on deck. Everybody plays in coach pitch baseball. This one popped up in foul territory. The catcher doing a good job, gives chase to it. And that is Cecil. Good job by him to give effort. Here's one drilled to the left of the second baseman for a base hit, and Jack Mathis is on. There's no shortage of offense in this game. Mathis at first. Parker McCallum, who's 0 for 1, coming to the plate. Anglin on deck. I know one of my friends just texted me and wanted to know why they are throwing overhanded. Well, you're supposed to in baseball. This one drilled again to right field. Runner will advance to second and gets by and go from first to third, and they may wave him home. And they are, and we're fixing to have a tie ball game as McCollum does the job. And that one gets away. Let's see, here comes the throw to the plate, to play at the plate, and they got him. 5-3, what a peg. First out in the inning, but a run is scored, and this is a tie ball game, I believe. No, yes, tie ball game. Wow. Here's one fouled off. Catcher gives chase, Cecil, but he can't get there, but a great effort. We're knotted at 6 here in the top of the third. That one off the small end of the bat, a little behind on the swing. And Anglin fouled that one into the dugout. Anglin 0 for 1 hitting. Fouls this one off. This one looks like it's going to fall, gets beyond the extra outfielder. Steaming into second, standing up, the throw gets away, and umpire Pete Norville says he's safe. There was a stab tag there And we'll have to go, Pete had the best angle in the house, better than any of the fans. Angling on and Hudson Pickle. He's 1 for 1 and has scored in this game. Now they're going to have an umpires conference. And it's all about angles when you got a two-man officiating crew. And the runner is safe and stays at third. That's angling down there. Hudson Pickle at the plate. Swinging strike one. Pickle had a single back in the second inning. We're in the top of the third. This one fouled off down the third baseline, hits the fence. So there's 2 strikes on Pickle. As long as you foul them off, you're okay. Or you can, he's still, I believe, got a pitch or so he can take. A little different strategy. You get 5 pitches. That one a swinging strike 3 for Pickle. 2 outs in the inning. Brings up Cohen Bird. Cohen 0 for 1 officially. Parker Chambers on deck. Tie ball game again. Cecil, the catcher, will go after it. And the runner, they say, coming home is safe. If you're scoring at home, that would technically be a fielder's choice. And number 28, Parker Chambers, advances to the plate. 7-6, Madison Nationals lead in this barn-burning contest. We're in the top of the third. Every inning, both teams have scored at least 1 run. That one hit out in front of the plate. They go to first with it. It's dropped, and the runner hustles back to first base. And so runners advance to third. It'll be first and third with 2 outs. Augie Price coming up to hit. Augie drills one. Will it get by? It does, the shortstop. And another run has scored. Chambers to second. Price to first. 2 outs in the inning. And it looks like Bell will come to the plate. Fitz Bell. Bell doing a great job of catching. He's in a hitting spot now. Hitting here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. Fouls that one off. 8-6 Nationals have taken the lead. And, of course, there's more Nationals than just Madison. This is the Madison National. New Bern has an American and a national team, just like Madison has an American and national team. Drill back at the coach, and it's going to be, the bases are going to be loaded. Nice peg into the plate. And as my man Ron Potesta would say, who used to be the Diamond Jacks broadcaster, or Generals, I think he did a little of both. There's ducks on the pond, meaning the bases are loaded with 2 outs. And the hitter is number 3, Smith Haynes. Haynes, the leadoff man. Good hitter, but he is 0 for 2 tonight. Smith plays the pitcher's position when he's out in the field. And he was going for the downs on that one. Smith Haynes, the hitter. This one popped up. Second baseman says, "I've got it." Did not get it. And now a little base running confusion. A run has scored, though. And the ball is loose. The sacks are still jammed, but a run scored. Haynes on first. Bell at second. And Augie Price at third. No place to put anybody. 2 outs. Force is on at every base. The hitter, number 14, Andrew Morris. Morris foul tips that one. Morris led off this inning, so I get to adjust my scorebook again. Glad I brought extra pages tonight just in case. Drilled past the second baseman. 1 run streaking to the plate. 2 runs headed there. The third run, and this could be a base cleaning triple. Ball returned into the catcher, and Andrew Morris with a big hit. A triple has cleaned the bases. Here's one back to the pitcher. Over to first, it gets away. Morris has scored. Riggs Cale, and it is a hit, a 2-base error, I guess, would be. But Mathis is at third, and that's all that matters to he and his teammates. Parker McCallum. And I think they're trying to get hold of the umpire. And if that's 8 runs, that is the end of that inning. And that's what it is. So it's 13-6. You can only score 8 an inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third. We'll take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios Network.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
We are back. Remind you, this game will be archived in perpetuity. I love that word, perpetuity. Forever on Worthy Road Studios YouTube page. These broadcasts from Field 2 will be live on the BallGame Blitz Facebook page. Going into the bottom of the third, and as I've said, in every half inning, people have scored an 8-run explosion. That time by the Madison national team. And here comes Crockett County back. And Jathan Woolley led off with a hit. I've got him as 2 for 2 today. And the Crockett County team are back in business again. Coming to the plate, man that had a big double, Jake Simmons. He also scored back in that first inning. So with a runner at first, no outs, the pitch to Simmons. He drives one. First baseman's got it, and he's going to convert it to a double play. He takes it himself, so he gets the put out and the assist and everything. So 2 outs just that quick in the inning, and Reed Ross. Reed Ross comes up here with 2 outs. 13-6. Crockett County had a runner on but doubled off. 1 pitch has been thrown. Billy Boland the second. Christopher Reasons, Paul Schulte here along with Coach Joe Holloway. Boy, this one tattooed going towards left field. Gets down. And the runner pulls up at first base. Okay, we'll see if we can recap the inning. Woolley led off with a single. He was doubled off on the line drive to the first baseman of Simmons. Reed Ross, wearing number 5, just got a base hit. He's at first with 2 outs, and Elijah Bodkins at the plate, wearing number 12. Bodkins needs to keep this inning going. If Crockett doesn't score, it'll be the first half inning that no one has scored. This one hit to the third baseman. Third baseman goes to second with it, and it gets away. Now the throw to third, but it's going to be, well, it was held up, and it's cut off late. So now threatening with runners at first and third. Reed Ross at third. Bodkins at first, and Clay Irvin, who singled and scored his only time at the plate, the left-handed hitter up there, swinging. First and third, 2 outs, 13-6 ball game. This one fouled off. Madison National leads Crockett County. Crockett County threatening, but they need a 2-out hit error. Of course, this is coach pitch, so there's no walks. Hit on the ground. Pitcher goes after it, drops it, and throws it away. 1 run has scored. That's Reed Ross crossing the plate. Bodkins has headed towards the plate. 2 runs are in. And they are holding up Clay Irvin. So Irvin on base both times, and he is now a threat at third. It's this one drilled to left field. Shortstop goes back. Couldn't come up with it, and that's going to score another run. Irvin scores. Cecil on first. And let's see who comes to the plate. Could be Landon Webb. It looks that way. Hit on the ground. First baseman pulled away from the bag. Nobody covering. And you now have runners at first and second. And the top of the order back up there. Number 18, Riggs Kale, playing the pitching position. He's 1 for 2, scored 1 time. This one popped up in the air. Second baseman calls it, takes it. He's got it. That'll end the inning. But not before 3 big runs have been put on the scoreboard for the Crockett County team, so we keep the score. We'll be back for the start of the fourth.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
We are back with an exciting 12-9 game. 4, 2, and 3 are the runs scored by Crockett County. 1, 3, and 8 for the Madison national team. And they had a slugfest down between Milan and Medina. And we're going to ask Brandon, who won that game, Brandon? 21-16, Medina advances on in the winner's bracket. Wow, that was a slobber knocker down there too. Leading off would be McCallum. Parker McCallum, he's 0 for 2 today. He's hit the ball well both times. This one down the first base side. And a little decision left, and he's going to get a base hit out of it. Parker McCallum on it first. Sometimes there's some tough decisions. When you're a player here, you want to do the right thing. And sometimes you try so hard to do the right thing, everybody makes a decision, and the ball rolls a little bit. Right fielder was hustling. Easton Anglin coming in there. He will be the hitter, wearing number 20. Easton scored back in the third inning. We're in the fourth, top of the fourth. Here's one to the second baseman, goes to the shortstop for the forced play. Score that 4-6. Fielder's choice, Anglin's on first. The runner going to second, erased. There's one out in the inning. And Hudson Pickle, who's 1 for 2 and scored, wears number 5, a left-handed hitter coming up there. This one hit, third baseman, had it, couldn't put it away, goes to first. And there'll be runners at first and second. There's no infield fly rule on that. So Pickle on first. So runners at first and second with one out on that 4-6 force play. Cohen Bird up at the plate. Bird has scored. He was on base back in the third. Now Bird headed back towards the dugout. Let's check this out. We'll see if we can see a number. I've only seen part of it. That looks like 25. That would be Jamison Little. He hits that one and fouls it off. Jamison Lytle. Let's get it straight here, Coach, and that's my coaching. Lytle. Jamison Lytle, number 25 in there. Fouled off. Catcher gives chase. Cecil with it. We know Watham's at first for Crockett. Earls is at third. Shortstop is Halliburton. Second baseman Simmons. Got to get the baseball returned. Somebody's got a good strong arm. They got it over the highest part of the screen here. Looked like something Christopher Reasons would do. He's got a strong arm. He reminds me of Mark the Bird Fidrich. Swinging strike 3. So there's 2 outs after the strikeout. And Parker Chambers is up there. He scored twice in this game, and I believe he is 2 for 2. And he fouled that one off. He had a nice rip at that one. Boy, players on both these teams, we've had some good cuts. Crockett County infield ready. Fouled off. One of the players in dugout got it barehanded, returns it to his coach who's pitching. And remember, this is 7- and 8-year-old coach pitch. Made a mistake in the first game, called it 9 and 10. They may roast me. Base hit up the middle. Will it score a run? They're going to send the runner, and it is scoring a run was Easton Anglin. Big hit, and that makes Chambers 3 for 3. So runners at first and second, advancing to the plate. Number 27, Augie Price, left-handed hitter. Augie also 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored tonight. Fouls this one off, and an error on the coach at third base. I give him a little grief about that, but he made a good effort. You ought to hear me when I'm doing a high school or college game. Most of those coaches, they won't even make an effort at it, not because they don't want to. They know it's hit hard enough that it'll burn your hand. I saw one coach get a bone broke trying to field it barehanding. Augie Price at the plate, 2 for 2, 2 runs scored. Crockett County wants that third out in the inning so they can get back. This one up the middle. It'll get in there for a base hit. The runner is going to round third. He is waved home. The ball gets away. It'll be a runner advance to third. And he came off there, and the proper call by Pete Norville. But the run did score. Two runs across the plate. It's 14-9, a 5-run lead at the end of 3.5 innings of play. Crockett County will be up in the bottom of the fourth, and we're going to take a timeout and hear from some of our fine sponsors like FMY Orthodontics.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
We are back going into the bottom of the fourth. Halliburton, Wathen, Earls for Crockett County. And we've got a substitution. I believe they said 52 for 28. 52 is Hudson Powell. He'll be going in for Parker Chambers. Levi Holland and Pete Norville doing a great job officiating this contest. And it's not easy because we've had tons of action. Halliburton leading off, right-handed hitter. 2 for 2 so far in this contest, has scored 1 run. It's a 14-9 contest with Madison National leading. Boy, here's one smoke down the third baseline. Crow hop step, the long throw across, and he beat it out. So Jackson Halliburton is 3 for 3, and every base runner important in coach pitch. 21-16 game down at the other field, and Medina won that one. I couldn't have gone that far because I only have 10 fingers and 10 toes. I would have had to quit counting at 20. Wathan, the hitter, plays first base. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Runner at first, no outs. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Closed stance by Wathan, Grayson Wathan. I believe there used to be a catcher for the Kansas City Royals with that same last name. He wasn't called Grayson, but John Wathan. He also played some first base. Hit on the ground. They go to second, but he's safe. So both runners are safe. Halliburton goes to second. Wathan at first. And so with the threat on, and Jackson Earls, the third baseman, comes up. 0 for 2, but he's a good hitter. Earls hits left-handed. Halliburton led off, got on first. Wathan hit second. He's on first with Halliburton advancing. There's a nice swing, but fouled off for 2-strike count. 3 pitches, though, left. So he doesn't have to swing. Boy, this one is drilled. Right field comes on. It gets by him. This one could clean the bases. 1 run streaking to the plate. The second runner being waved on. Nice return, but Jackson Earls with his first hit. It's a triple. He cleans them, and he has brought his team back 2 runs closer. Halliburton and Wathan scoring 14-11. Hold on to your seats. Call 5 fans and tell them to watch the ball game blitz of this contest. We're just in the bottom of the fourth. Plenty of action left. Hitter Woolley, and Woolley has hit another one out there. He just drove in a run. Woolley at first, and that young man is working on a perfect night. That makes him 3 for 3. Now, I am scoring a little liberal for those of you that know, and I'm not scoring like I was doing a Southern League or a high school game or a college game. But these young men are hitting, they're running, they're throwing, catching. A runner at first. 3 runs are in. It's 14-12. Here's one. Third baseman makes a great effort, doesn't get it. It'll be another base hit. Left fielder, there's going to be a play at third. Throw the tag. He's under it. He's safe. That's Woolley sliding in. Simmons has gone to first after getting that hit, and Reed Ross will be coming up there. Now a little controversy. Umpire does the right thing, calls time. Second and third as the hitter, Simmons, advanced. Reed Ross up there. Ross is 2 for 2. And that call is going to be discussed. Let's see if they have an umpires conference. Now, you've got to like this, whether you agree with the call or not. You've got to like it that the umpires conferred and tried to work it out. Trust me, I've umpired basketball, officiating, done a little football. It's tough, folks. And it's the angle, and we've got a 2-man crew. And to be honest with you, they've called a very good game so far. 14-12. Here's one. What a play. The third baseman flashes out of nowhere to get it. Andrew Morris. First out in the inning. Elijah Bodkin's coming up there, 1 for 2. Gets a little instruction from his coach, who will be throwing to him. Bodkins wears number 12, plays outfield for the Crockett County team. Two fine teams playing here. There's action down on the other field. Doesn't look like it's quite as close as this game. Here's one drilled. It'll get in the outfield. One run is going to score. He gets by. We're fixing to have a tie ball game again. Streaking towards third is Bodkins. He's in there standing up. So with only one out, Clay Irvin, who has been involved in a couple of singles and a couple of scoring plays, the left-handed hitter. I'd love to ask if he plays basketball. His mother was such a great player. That pitch inside. And his coach tells him, you did a good job watching that one because I threw it too far inside. It's tied at 14. And that one foul. Hit down the first baseline. 14-14, one out. The go-ahead run is at third. We're only in the fourth. We're going to play a while longer. Looks like it's 15-1 down at the other field. That one, I know it's coach pitch, but that's one of those, this 46-foot mound, that was one of those 45-foot pitches by the coach. But he's trying to throw good pitches to his players. That one fouled off. Okay, something's got to happen. The umpire, and what a job Levi, Holland, and Pete have done. They let you know. You may not agree with them, but they keep you in the game. Last pitch, got to do something with it here. Irvin at the bat. Clay Irvin. And that one is going to go foul, and they'll send the runner back. And that's a foul ball. We'll do it one more time. I've got a good friend, Seabass, that says one more again. Not good grammar, and the English teachers would be all over me. They get on Bass sometimes for saying that. As Harry Carey would say, nothing like fun here at the old ballpark. This one fouled off. Hanging tough is Clay Irvin. I got the worst feeling the concession stand's going to get away from me before I can make one of my mass attacks on it. They got a good one out here. Hit on the ground. Second baseman stopped it. Goes to first, and the umpire says he's out of there. So that ends the inning, but not before. The game was tied up. It's 14-all. Crockett County 14, Madison National 14. And that's only two. Wow, I was trying to give a third out there on that one. Only two, and Bodkin scored then on that one. That score holds up, and we don't have a tie. Fouled off. Crockett has jumped back in the lead again. Oh, I see what I did. I put a mark that doesn't belong there for an out. So only two outs. Irvin did the job. This is Cecil, the catcher. He's done a good job. Given a lot of effort going after foul balls. Six runs in so far for Crockett County. They had 9 coming into this inning, so that's their total of 15. Levi Holland, the umpire, with a little equipment adjustment on the catcher, Bell. And these umpires have looked out for the safety of the players, just like their coaches do. Elijah Cecil at the plate, right-handed hitter. He's had a hit, 1 for 2 tonight. Where's 00? This one hit foul down the third baseline. Cecil returns to the plate. Base is empty with 2 outs. Had a ball from another field or someone warming up. It came over the fence. It's going to be returned. And again, alert play here are calling by the umpires and the players. Safety is always important. On the ground, big hop to the third baseman, shoots to first, and the long throw got him. But Crockett County has come back and taken the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. It's 15-14 on the ball game Blitz. We'll come back after these important messages.
At FMY Orthodontics, we believe a beautiful, healthy smile is the key to boosting confidence and enhancing quality of life. Our team of highly skilled and compassionate orthodontic professionals is dedicated to providing personalized care in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Whether you're looking for traditional braces, clear aligners, or other orthodontic solutions, we offer a variety of options to meet your needs. Our goal is to provide the most effective and efficient orthodontic treatment for every patient.
Ready for the fifth after an exciting fourth. Looks like Fitz Bell, the catcher, will lead it off. We're in the top of the fifth. Takes a little time for the catchers, all of them, to get their equipment on. It's important to be protected, especially at this young age. Using the best chest protectors I know with the drop-down protection that it's not rounded off. That one inside but swung on. Bell liked the looks of that one. Bell had a hit his last time up there. Two strikes on him, though, and he's got to guard the plate now. If you swing, you've got to make some kind of contact. In the top of the fifth, things moving right along. 8:48 if you're keeping an eye on the clock, but you should be keeping an eye on this. He takes that one. This game will be archived later tonight along with the previous game that was won by the Madison American team. There's two teams here. They won over the Newbern National. That one fouled off, and so he's hanging tough and staying in there. Fitzbell. His coach, Riley Chambers, pitching today. And a strikeout. Well, they said he fouled it off, so we'll take the strikeout back. But keeps fouling it off, and you can hang tough doing that. And I guarantee you, I trust Levi Holland with his foul tips and fouled off calls. On deck is Smith Haynes, who plays the pitching fielding position. Okay, this one is the payoff pitch. That was the payoff pitch. So there is one down. Top of the order up there here in the fifth for Madison National. Number 3, Smith Haynes. Smith had a singles last time. Smashes one towards the shortstop. He rounds first. Ball gets away, and Smith Haynes headed for second. Slides, and they'll throw it to third to keep him from advancing there. And so a runner now in scoring position for the Madison National team, Smith Haynes. Andrew Morris, who's had a couple of hits tonight, one of those being an inside the park home run, comes to the plate with one out. Takes the first pitch. Morris plays third base. Haynes the runner at second. Ball hit. And a nice running catch by the first baseman, Wathen, for the second out of the inning. 2 outs in the inning. Jack Mathis, who had a hit his last time up. Jack has scored a couple of times in this game. Hit on the ground, off the pitcher's foot. Hustling down, and they'll hold the runners, and throw gets away from Cecil, and a runner has scored and tied it up. That is Smith Haynes, the hitter. Jack Mathis advances to second. Brings up Parker McCallum. Had a single his last time up. Was doubled off on a line drive, though. Or actually, it wasn't a line drive. It was direct hit, much like this one, only stayed in the infield. They're going to send the run home. The throw is going to be late. And coming back to take the lead will be Madison National. Scoring was Jack Mathis. Run driven in by Parker McCallum. McCallum down at second. And that brings up Easton Anglin, the left fielder. Anglin fouls this one off. And again, these are 8 and 9-year-olds. A while ago when I'd been told it was 9 and 10, I said, these young men, they're very good, but they're a little small to be 9 and 10. And I look back on a piece of paper I was given, and I was right. I did not make that. I made the mistake, but it was a mistake on the paper, too, that it was 9 and 10. 7 and 8-year-olds, and there's a lot of good fundamentals out here. A couple of guys have got cannons for arms already. Coach is doing a good job at all these towns. I want to say schools because I call so much school ball. Drilled on the ground. Second baseman ranges over, can't make the pickup. They're going to send the runner home. So another run is scored as Parker McCallum crosses the plate. 3 in the inning. Easton Anglin on. He's on first with 2 outs. Hudson Pickle comes up there. He's had a couple of hits. He's 2 for 3. Left-handed hitter. Wants to keep the inning going. Crockett County wants out of it. This one hit up in the air. Left field. Looks like it's going to get down. And it does, even though they made a nice play at second base. So 2 runners on. Anglin at second, Pickle at first. And let's see if this is Lytle or Bird up there. Lytle was in there the last time, and I believe it's Lytle again. Jamison Lytle, where's number 25? Lytle hits one on the ground. Can he beat it out? And it looks like the sacks are going to be jammed as he does beat it out. So Lytle on with a hit. Ducks on the pond, bases loaded, sacks jam. You take whichever one you want. And advancing to the plate should be 52. 52 is Hudson Powell. And just a little question. Lytle had checked in for Cohen Bird, our scorekeeper. She is top-notch, doing a great job up here. And, folks, sometimes it's tougher to score these games than it is a Southern League game where you don't have free substitution and things like that, re-entry rules. On the ground, it gets down. Looks like it's going to score a run, and it does. So Powell does the job. Anglin scoring. Runners all move up a base. Powell at first. Hudson Powell. And that brings up Augie Price. Left-handed hitter fouls one off. Augie's had a pretty good night, 3 singles. Scored twice. I would say the catcher, and I am right, Fitz Bell is on next. Pegged to first, and he got him. So the runner is retired, but we've got an 18-15 game. If it was 18-14, I would have sung the Battle of New Orleans for you by Johnny Horton. But Madison National has come back and taken the lead at 18-15 over Crockett County, but Crockett County will come to bat in the bottom of the 5th. Let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
We are back in an exciting contest, bottom of the 5th. Crockett County had the lead. Madison National came back in the top of the inning. And let's see who is coming up to the plate. I think that Jairo Ubiarco will be the hitter as he comes back into the ball game wearing number 1. Then we'll go to Riggs Cale and Jackson Halliburton. We've had scoring every half inning. That time a little miscommunication, and Ubiarco on first with the top of the order. And Riggs Cale coming up there. Runner on first, no outs. Madison National leads 18-15, but Crockett County, the home team in this contest, and they'll get last at bat. A little catcher equipment adjustment. Leadoff man for the game up there, Riggs Cale, wearing 18, playing the fielding position of pitcher. Remember, there are 4 outfielders. And when they get to be 10-year-olds, 9 and 10, they'll go to just the 3 outfielders. Coach pitch is so much fun, though. I've talked about it before. Used to come and see Trevor Briley play in this coach pitch league, and now he is a grown young man, graduated from college. A ground ball hit. Pitcher made a good effort, but it caroms off of him, and they'll send Ubiarco to third base. The throw to third gets away from the third baseman. Pitcher hustling and probably saved a run, but there'll be runners at second and third. So Crockett County mounting another threat again. We had a lot of conferences. Now, I bet our game leads, unless that Mile and Medina game had more conferences than we have. This one, we've had a ton of them. Now, I've got that Halliburton should be the hitter, and if there was some question, but on re-entry, Ubiarco was okay coming back in the ball game as far as I know. And I believe that the umpire is right, the scorer is right, and I'm right for a change. And we're going to play some baseball. That's the good thing. No, I've been informed a couple of people are watching the game not only here in the stands, but they've got it on their phone, and you can do that. All you got to do is go to BallGame Blitz Facebook page. This game is being watched all over the world, or it can be. I know it's being watched in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. We're in the fifth. Crockett County threatening. Halliburton at the plate. Halliburton 3 for 3. He scored twice tonight. Swinging strike. This one hit on the ground, foul. Two pitches left for Jackson Halliburton. Fouls this one off down the line. A lot of you at home thought I called it too early. You watch the spin on the ball, and you got to know the slope of the field. This is the payoff pitch. There are no outs. Wathen on deck, the first baseman. Drill towards third. They've got one man in a rundown, but he's going to get back. And for Crockett County, the most important thing is the lead runner, Ubiarco, scores. That makes this game even tighter. It's a two-run contest now. Runners at first and second. Grayson Wathen, the first baseman, comes up. He's had one hit. He's 1 for 3. Drills one to the shortstop. They'll go to third. Well, they didn't go, and they did have the force. Sometimes, hey, you think, I've got to get an out, but you forget time, score, and position. Of course, time's no factor in baseball, and the sacks are jammed again. No outs. Ducks on the pond. The left-handed hitting Jackson Earl, who cleaned the bases a while ago with a triple up at the plate. Still got 4 pitches left to him. Earls is the cleanup man, and you found out why a while ago. This one is foul by about a foot. Third baseman made a nice play on it, but out of play. Sacks are jammed. There's a force at any base. Madison National leads 18-16, but in the bottom of the fifth, threatening Crockett County ground ball, third baseman. It's going to get by. 1 run scored, gets into the outfield. 2 runs are going to score. And this is a tie ball game again. Earl's advancing to second. So we got runners at second and third, 2 runs in. 18 all. Many of you wouldn't have it any other way. You like white knucklers? We got a white knuckler. You like slobber knockers? We've got a slobber knocker. Both teams hitting. In times, there's been some great defensive plays made. Could this come down to whoever hits last? Very easily. No outs, so still in the inning. Runners at second and third. Woolley, who's had a pretty good night, up at the plate. He scored a couple of times, had 3 hits. Jathan Woolley. Something I like about Coach Pitch, because these are young players, you can instruct your players. Woolley wants the ball. He's ready. Ball hit on the ground. First baseman will get it. Thinks about coming to the plate, but the go-ahead run has scored. Woolley is on base. Now you have to score that one a fielder's choice. So you got runners at first and third. 19-18 the score. And it looks like that is the ball game. 19-18 your final. Winning run scored by Watham, I believe, on that one. And the 2 teams will show great sportsmanship. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 6 o'clock with more action on Worthy Road Studios. And you see the 2 teams there. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout and hear from some good folks, and then we'll come back and wrap it up for you. Let's take a third.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2024. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join the over 5,000 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel College, Lane College, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Boy, an exciting contest pulled out in the bottom of the 5th by the Crockett County team. They scored the go-ahead run. 19-18 in this second contest. American National will have to fight their way out of the losers bracket. Crockett County stays in the winners bracket. And they advance on to, and we'll see them again tomorrow night on this field at 6 p.m. Madison American, who won the first game over Newbern National, they advance to the winners bracket and play on field 1 at 6 p.m. We'll have a losers bracket game here tomorrow night, which will be an elimination game. It's one of those loser leave town matches like you hear about in professional wrestling. First game, though, Madison American won 16-1 over Newbern National. And the second game, a really close one. You had Crockett County taking it in the bottom of the 5th. And they took that one 19-18. So we are about to wrap it up. We want to thank all of you for watching. You've got time now tomorrow to call friends, relatives, And this game can be seen on BallGame Blitz Facebook page anywhere in the world. It is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for the year 2025. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or further use of this contest without the express written consent of Worthy Roads is prohibited. You got to see the work of the finest crew in the world. Paul Schultze, Billy Bolin on camera. Paul is our executive producer, but my own personal producer and hired gun himself, the man with the plan, Christopher Reasons, taking care of business one more time. I'm Coach Joe Holloway. We loved it. Thanks for your time this time. Till tomorrow night. We'll see you then.